Hiya. Hello. How are we? It's lovely to have you back here again. Really is. And if you're wondering if you happen to have watched what I've been putting out in succession chronologically, yes. This video is being recorded about 2.5 minutes after the recording of the one beforehand. Simply because, remember how I said that I fucked up a few of the recordings because everything was blurry and shitty? Well, this is another victim of that fact. And I'm feeling very dumb right now. What's up, gamers, slappers, memesters, long hair enthusiasts, and addicts of warm caffeinated drinks?
ほう、向かってくるのか。逃げずにこのディオに近づいてくるのか。せっかく祖父の女に近づかなきゃてめえをぶちのめせないんだな。ほうほう。では十分近づくが。
But, fortunately, you, had I not been so honest, I know, right? Such a lovely person I am. You would have been none the wiser. Okay, but that's just not how we roll here. So, please, coffee up, hot beverage yourself. Well, this isn't really fucking hot anymore. I've been using it, but, I mean, whatever. Drink whatever the thing in the beverage cup that you have. Possibly glass. I like glass. Strap on and let's move. Going for a bit of a theme here at the minute, because as yesterday, or the day before, depending on how I publish these in order chronologically, I was talking about the children of other famous musicians. I think at time we give a fair shot to another son of an extremely famous musician who also happened to release a single quite recently. Obviously point out that I'm talking about Wolfgang Van Halen. You see, in the middle of this awful time for the Van Halen family, a situation which I don't want to talk about out of respect for them and for the time that they're going through, Wolfgang decided that it was his time to shine. And frankly, the strength that this man is showing right now is amazing. He has popped out with an absolute banger. Distance is the name of the song, and from what I've understood, it's teasing the release of a new album in 2021. I've listened to it quite a few times, and frankly, I had no idea that as such a young man, he had the necessarily emotive, but expressive ability to capture such complex emotions and just plop them into a song, not just lyrically, but throughout the use of the multifacetedness of the track. It's beautiful, it's emotive, it's expressive, and frankly, the reverb on it, purely musically speaking, is exquisite. I do believe that with this song, Wolfgang has shown us that he too is a big boy at the party. And although, to be honest, I was considering that maybe when the time came for him to release his own music, as I've seen a few clips of him here and there playing guitar, and he's very good, mind you. This is a very different style from that of his late father. So I find that quite interesting to see how there are some influences, but from, let's say, a melodic perspective, from a rhythmic perspective, maybe they aren't coming across in this first track. Now, of course, this is just a teaser, this is the first piece of really big music that he's kind of coming out with, so obviously it's not indicative as the whole body of work that we can expect to see from him soon, but I'm interested, definitely interested in what's going on. In the wider sense of things, as I was saying before, this has been, musically speaking, a period, well actually no, fuck that, not just musically speaking, just in general, the past 4 or 5 years have felt like the big heroes of the late 90s have started to kind of set. Now, not just physically, but also from a purely practical standpoint. We aren't getting all the big records from all the old big bands anymore. You know, it's just no one can beat Father Time, you know? And I find it very rewarding and promising to to see how these new musicians are taking the mantle of their parents, moving forward, and they're not just carbon copies. They have their own things to say. And, well, fuck me if Wolfgang had a few things to say in this one. That was impressive. The one thing I'm kind of keeping a hold of, and I want to continue doing, is not disregarding the work that these kids are doing immediately as, oh, they're just ripping off their parents, it's the same as other bands, blah, 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 blah. Because in that fucking case, I don't want to have a repeat of that stupid situation with Greta Van Fleet when they first started kind of entering the mainstream music scene. Because those kids are just rocking out, and I think they released a new album soon, or a new solo, or a new single or something, which I may talk about and listen to, which is sick. Let's appreciate the music that's getting pumped out at the minute for what it is. Let's love it. Let's listen to it. Let's rock with it. Let's do it. It's sick. And all in all, those are my quick but concise thoughts. I believe that this is an excellent song. It carries forward a lot of promise, a lot of potential, and a lot of value. And I'm looking forward to listen to some of the new work to come of this new artist to the scene. So thank you. Talk to you soon. Please, finish your beverage. And remember, wash your hands.